ADOS, proud sponsors of ADOS Addicted to Fishing.
I'm Nicky, and since I could hold a handline, I have been addicted to fishing. Whether it's straight-lining for snapper, jigging for kingfish, dropping deep for harpooker, or jumping in and going spearfishing, I love it all. Join me each week as I road trip around the country, travelling to both New Zealand's most iconic fishing destinations and stepping off the beaten track to show just how good Kiwi fishing really is. Whether it's a girls' trip, fishing with a local, or riding solo, I am on a constant quest to satisfy my insatiable fishing addiction. Welcome to ADOS Addicted to Fishing this week. We're here in beautiful Kawhia and we've heard that the snapper are on the chew. I've got my mate Tim.
Hey.
And we're keen to catch some snapper. Let's do it.
Sounds a plan.
Kawhia is situated 40 kilometres southwest of Hamilton and just south of the Raglan Harbour. It's home to plenty of big snapper, especially in the spring months of the year.
So we've been fishing out here for probably a few years now, and the fishing's been really good, and we've learnt lots about how the snapper feed and what times of the year to fish. Yeah, fishing I absolutely love. It's pretty special. And out on the water, even if you don't catch fish, it's just cool. Nice calm day and have a bit of fun. When I started, I'd go down to the wharf with my dad and my younger brothers, just using hand lines and catching little sprats and that sort of thing, and taking them home, showing mum. Yeah, when I found out Nicky asked me to go fishing, I couldn't sleep for about a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's pretty special, and especially for a young fella. I feel pretty privileged to have the opportunity. Yeah, so me and Nicky are going to head over to the Kawhia bar and head slightly south and see what we can come across.
Coming up to the bar here, a couple of really important tips. Life jackets. Always want to make sure that everybody on board is wearing them. We've got 2 VHS on this boat. 1 will do, obviously. Always want to ring the Coast Guard and log your trip. So that's what we're going to do now. Coast Guard Radio, this is Game On.
Game On, Coast Guard Radio, go ahead.
Thank you. Just letting you know that we're just leaving Kawhia Harbour now. We're about to go over the bar and we've got 4 POB. We should be back in at about by 5 p.m. tonight. We will call you when we're safely over the bar. It doesn't take us long to get to where we're going. The burley is in and out come the salty dogs. Our mates over at Salty Dog do the meanest baits. I don't know if you guys saw the World Record Broadbill episode that we did, but it was on one of Salty Dog's arrow squids. These baits are second to none. 2 of my fish over 20 pounds have been on their baits. Pretty mean. Okay, what are you going to put on yours?
I might try a bit of squid, eh?
Yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
I might use this one.
Sweet, so I just made some ledge rigs with 80 pound, some nice little 6-barrow circle hooks and a nice little squid. See how we go.
Got a little bit of Mackie and a little bit of squid on each of my hooks. Gonna send it off to the bottom. Using the new Shimano Trinidad 12, the Shadow X series nano rods. And got a bit of braid on there, which means that I can feel every single bite. Fishing fairly deep today, sort of between 40 to 50 metres, 40 to 55 really. And yeah, it's been producing pretty well around here. November's the time of year apparently. Oh, just got a little hit on the way down. Just watch the little tip of the rod and you can see the little newts. Hopefully big newts. And then that will mean big fish. It's got a hit, hooked up. Definitely feels like a snapper. got the right kind of nods going on. Because we're fishing so deep, we don't want to rush bringing them up because their swim bladders can't cope as they come up through the depths, so we want them to survive. Come on, mate. Come to mama. Beautiful colours on these fish. This one's probably barely legal, so let's wet my hands. Let's unhook that circle hook. Fish for the future.
It's just got a nice snapper on here on the Thunus 8000 and the Backbone Elite rod, so there.
Yep, I'm on this side too now. Good old West Coast snapper.
Nice snapper, eh?
Nice work, Timmy.
Nice pan-sized fish right
Yeah, good fish.
there.
Yeah. Should we take this one home and have it for dinner?
Yeah, might as well.
May as well.
Sweet.
Stay right where you are for some more West Coast fishing action.
Nice fish, Nicky.
Yeah. This week on ADOS, Addicted to Fishing, we're in the beautiful seaside town of Kawhia. The fishing is red hot, but will we find that big springtime snapper that we came for?
Yes, I live in Te Awamutu, and basically whenever we have the opportunity we'll come out to Kawhia on the west coast or head up to Whitianga and fish for kingfish and go diving and swimming around the water and all sorts of things like that. So if the weather's bad on one side you can cruise over and fish the other side. Kawhia is pretty special because it's got usually pretty wild weather, so it protects itself, and when you can get out you know you're going to have a good day, and you can always have a few sleepless nights when you know you're going fishing over here. I guess it's like a mud bottom, and yeah, they just like cruising around and taking like your bottom hooks usually that are hard on the bottom.
So we just saw some gannets piling into the water, so we've zoomed over. We reckon that there's some Kawhia underneath them, and underneath them might even be some snapper, but if we do get some Kawhia, that'll be fantastic for bait. Double hook up. All right.
Fish, eh?
These fish are just nuts. I love catching Kawhia.
They go pretty hard, eh?
They do. They're so much fun. Maybe we can grab Timmy's with the same net.
Pretty big Kawhia, eh?
Gosh, that's a big one you got there, Timmy.
Yeah.
On any other day, this would be considered a really good Kawhia, but considering what Tim's got in the net there, this one looks like a baby. Woo.
Nice sweet one, eh?
Pretty good.
Can't complain.
No, no way. It's not really fighting like a snapper. Oh my God, it's a John Dory. It's a Johnny. Tim, I caught a Johnny.
Nice work.
I don't think I've ever caught one on the West Coast before.
Don't think I've seen one on the west coast.
Do you mind grabbing the net, please?
Sweet.
These Johnnies, they can come off so easily. I've lost so many due to not getting the net, so.
Nice work, Nicky.
Woohoo! Oh, he's not a bad size.
Yeah. Good stuff.
He's a nice sized Johnny. See these black dots on them? Do you know what that black dot is for?
It's to confuse the predators, eh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly right.
It's a big eye.
And also to confuse their prey.
Yeah.
So a bait fish will come along and think that that's its eye, and it will go in front of its mouth instead. Oh, my other line might be going off too. It's been a bit cheeky. I've got a Z-Man soft bait out here. See, this was the culprit.
It's doing the business.
Doing the business. Hard on the bottom. Mr. Johnny came along and went, hello. John Dory have a thin oval body with 9 to 10 spikes on its back and a distinctive black dot. They have a typical lifespan of around 12 years, and you can find them on weed lines and kelp beds, generally about 6 to 15 metres.
Feels like quite a nice fish, eh?
Oh yeah? What do you reckon, Kawhia or snapper?
I feel snapperous, but a bit slower like the beats, eh?
Yeah. We'll know if your line starts to go out.
Yeah. It's a nice light set, this, eh?
Yeah, it's really good. Very
Nice.
smooth.
Yeah, definitely. Real smooth. Oh yeah, nice snapper.
Oh, sweet, look at that. Woohoo! Tasty penny.
Yeah. It's a nice seating size, eh?
He is, yeah. And look at all the beautiful colours on him. He's very camo. It's
Nice and lit up, eh?
He is, yeah. Or she, shall I say. The snapper this time of year, we're filming this in end of November, start of December. And as you can see, they look like they're almost camouflaged. What it is all the ladies, this must be a female snapper, all the ladies, they put on their lipstick and they go out and they want to look good for the boys. And this is what a snapper looks like when it puts its lipstick on. Ready to spawn. Yeah. The Trini's in again. Loving my light setups. We've got 20-pound braid on my Trinidad 12 and Shimano's new Nano Shadow X series rods. They're so smooth, it's just like a dream to use. Feels sort of snappery. Bring it up nice and slowly, just in case we have to let him back down. Here he is.
Didn't really come and grab him.
You! Nice penny.
Nice, eh?
Yeah. All the fish today have been really plump and healthy looking, and they're full of really, really good condition.
Definitely. Feeding hard.
Yeah, springtime snapper. On the verge of summer, you just can't beat it.
Tackle tips and tactics, brought to you by Smart Marine.
So let's talk about soft baits. I like to use my Z-Mans, and I like to couple them up with the UV reflectant light bulbs by Ocean Angler. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now these right here, these UV reflectant light bulbs, these are amazing. You know how you put zinc on your nose? I might be showing my age here. Anyway, zinc is put on your nose to try and stop you from getting sunburnt. Well, it reflects the UV rays, and that's exactly what these light bulbs do when they're put down to the depths when you're catching fish. Picks up any of this little speckles of light, and it definitely helps with the catch rate. With soft baiting, you've got the two different techniques. You've got the drag technique, and you've got the twitching technique, where you're constantly working your soft bait. Now, if you're gonna do, say, the twitching, then you would go for something like a jerk shad. So this here doesn't do much if you don't work it. So you've really got to twitch and move it along, and see, when I just give it a little twitch, look how nuts it goes. That's pretty cool. So in the other style of soft baiting, where you might go for the drag, you might want to use a curly tail or a paddler Z. See, these two have really, really active behaviours with their soft baits. So these are almost doing the work for you. Right, so let's put our soft bait onto our UV reflectant jig head. You want to end up with it looking a little bit like that. So what we'll do is we'll just start from this end, and we're just going to post it through, wriggling it down. You want to get it to come through. It's just going to sit like this. And that's where all the action's going to come from. Fish is going to come along and go boom, like that.
For all your fishing needs, head on down to your local Smart Marine store.
Oh, it's a skate.
That's why it's quite heavy.
Coming up on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, the West Coast shows us it's not just snapper to be found here in Kawhia. This week we're fishing off the West Coast out of Kawhia. We've gone over the Kawhia bar and are hoping to catch one of their infamous springtime Kawhia mooches.
Dad loves his fishing and loves taking us boys out and putting us onto fish, and helps us tying rigs and that, teaches us what we need to do, and so then when we go out and do it, we know what we're doing. So Mum and Dad have been fishing out here while I've been working at Smart Marine in Hamilton, getting some experience and sending me photos while I'm at work. Yeah, so Mum's probably a lucky fisherman in our family. She always goes out and slays the big snapper. Shows us boys how it's done. Yeah, so I've got a social media page with 2 King Fishos, so showing like what the younger generation can do and trying to get more young fellas into the sport.
So there I was, minding my own business, and along came a fish. Woohoo!
See, fish, eh? Nice fish, Nicky.
Yeah! Plump, good-looking fish.
Yeah,
Damn.
nice fish. Bit more pale, eh?
And he feels heavier than he looks, to be honest. What was that?
Got a bit of weight to it.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow, that is a good one. Wow, woohoo!
Can't complain with that one, eh?
Walk forward. I've got it.
Yeah, boy. That's what we came for, eh?
That is awesome, come here. Wow, that's a good fish.
Definitely.
That is a beautiful fish, my gosh. That's disappointing. We're using circle hooks and it's gone all the way down. Wow, that's all the way down. It's a real
Got
shame.
some solid teeth on it too, eh?
Yeah, be careful because it could stomp your hands. All right, Tim, are you going to hold up your fish?
Yep.
Whew, nice one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nice fish, eh?
Now, what I find really interesting is that, see, on the fish, stuck to his slime, is little bits of oyster shell and little bits of kelp, which suggests that there's kelp down there. So that's really cool. So I always love to find out what we're dealing with at the bottom.
Yeah.
What kind of structure we're fishing over.
Oh, definitely.
Now, unfortunately, because he has swallowed that hook really deep, we're going to have to take this one.
Yeah.
I don't always like taking the big ones.
Yeah.
If you can, it is good to let them go, but yeah. Well, you know what? He is not going to go to waste.
Nah, definitely not.
Well done, Timo. That's a really good fish.
Yeah, that's what we came for, eh?
It is indeed. Ooh.
Looks like a nice fish, eh?
You just never know because they're so stroppy. Like, it could be anything in terms of size. It's definitely a snapper, but it's so nice to be out here on the West Coast when it's so flat.
Oh, definitely. It's not like this very often.
No. You come here quite often with your family, don't you, Tim?
Yeah, whenever we can, really.
Yeah.
Usually pretty good fishing, so yeah, can't complain. Nice fish.
Yee. Awesome. Very healthy. Now we've got a few for the table, so I think we should probably let this one go.
Definitely, yeah.
Damn.
Nice fish, eh?
I think we may be onto an okay fish here.
Putting up a good fight.
It is. It's Oh, I'm just trying to concentrate. I really want to get the fish in, but I really don't want to bring it in too fast because if it is a big fish, I'd like to release it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my gosh, it is a snapper.
It's a nice fish.
Woohoo! Yes!
Well done.
That is awesome.
That's what we came for.
It sure is. You!
A real nice fish.
Yay, and the circle hook is beautifully in the corner of its mouth. Look at that. Beautiful. So that means that we can release this fish.
It's nice and healthy too.
Yeah, it is really healthy. We should try and get it back quite quickly, actually.
Yeah. I'll just pop that hook out.
1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Nice work, guys.
Well done. A little bit of weight there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is this like that last time that you said that and it was like a 12-pounder?
Looks alright, eh?
Oh, better get the net.
Skate.
Oh, is it a stingray? Oh, it's a skate.
That's why it's quite heavy.
Well, if someone tried to tell me that you would not get variety here in Kawhia, I would tell them that they're lying.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It's quite an interesting little fella, eh?
Yeah, he is. And there he is, Mr. Skate. I've eaten one of these at a restaurant before. It wasn't that nice.
Look pretty gnarly, eh?
Yeah. He's got like a proper face.
Yeah.
you know, with the mouth and the eyes and everything. We better put him back, actually, because we're not going to keep him. There we go.
Interesting little fella, eh?
Was that your first skate?
Yeah, it was actually. Seen them before, but never caught one.
Oh, come on.
Getting a bit of angle, eh?
Yeah, I'm almost concerned about the angle because of the anchor rope.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried it may be wrapped. Unless it's just...
Does it feel like it's rubbing?
It's hard to... I'd say no.
It's a nice fish.
Is it? I can't see it.
It's the one we wanted.
Is it? Yahoo!
Really nice fish.
Bring him in, Timmy!
Well done.
Oh no, he's bleeding quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's a whole heap of blood that just come off him. Bugger! Gosh, he's a big one.
Yeah, swallowed it right down.
Oh my gosh, again.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let's see what we can do here. I'd really like to let this one go. I really, really don't want to keep this one. Okay, the hooks are out and he's kicking. Let's release him quickly.
Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone.
Here we are at Trade Zone in Hamilton. Let's go in and meet the team. Hey Kev, how are you?
How are you, Nicky?
Yeah, good.
Good to see you in Hamilton.
I know, it's good to be here, yeah.
Great place.
It is a
great
good place. Now, I'm actually building a boat shed at home.
Big boat, big shed.
Yeah, I know, it's going to have to be quite a big shed.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel like nailing all of those nails in by myself, so.
Okay, we've got a deal for you. Hitachi have just launched their new nail gun.
Okay.
Great nail gun.
The only thing is that we don't have any power yet, so it needs to be cordless and good battery.
That's what's got it.
Okay.
This is an 18-volt, 6-ampere battery.
Sweet.
So good long time to run as well.
On a bit of a tight schedule because I want to go fishing tomorrow, so I need to snatch
3
it out.
nails per second.
3 nails per second?
Yeah. Nah, it should be spot on for you.
Sweet, I'll take it.
All right, I've got one here in the box for you.
Cool, thank you.
For all your engineering needs, head in store or order online at www.tradezone.co.nz. Check out our YouTube page for tips, tricks, and entire episodes of every season. And like us on Facebook to keep up to date with competitions and all your fishing news. ADOS, Addicted to Fishing, is proud to be with Extreme Boats, powered by Honda Marine. We tow it around in our custom-built cam trailer on the back of our Ford Ranger. Smart Marine supply us with our Shimano tackle, and we find the best fishing spots with our Furuno. We maintain our gear using Ting tools and clean up using Bosch hot water products, supplied by our local Chester's Plumbing store. We keep up to date thanks to New Zealand Fishing News magazine, and it all sticks together thanks to ADOS.